That's that. That's that. It's called the Ember War. No, good. Oh, something's happening.
Toaster.
Okay, I need a piece of Toblerone in
Oh,
my life.
something's happening.
Toaster. It's okay, Toby. Go lay down.
Okay, I need a piece of Toblerone in my
Oh,
life.
something's happening.
Toaster. Silly pupster.
Believe alive.
It's okay, Toby. Go lay down.
Okay, I need a piece of
Oh,
Toblerone in my life.
something's happening.
Look at the quality in the
Silly
language.
pupster.
Believe alive.
It's okay, Toby. Go lay down.
Jesus,
Okay,
a
I
big
need a-
black
Put it away,
hole.
Fraser.
Happening.
You're very small. Yeah, children. Put it away.
This is a family podcast.
You don't get many of them to the pan, do you? Oh, look at it. Look at it.
Come on. Get down.
Pop out. I want that to pop out.
We might want not want it to pop.
Hey, ooh, zing.
Laser, Toblerone, Okay, testing this chat. Test. We are now live on Twitter, says test. Okay, that's about that.
Live on the YouTubes and the Twitches and everything now.
Okay, so we're ready to go.
Yeah. I'll just get the music up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And shit.
And if you just wink your photograph. And that's that. I can get rid of that, I think. And I can bring that back up and have that there. Minimize that. That little window down there. That stuff there. Fraser. Is that good Toblerone? Is that dark chocolate Toblerone?
It makes a nice change because
Yeah, the light one is like.
we have
Swiss.
tons and tons of the normal Toblerone, but
Oh.
yeah, I'm still not a massive fan of it.
It's little crunchy bits that get in your teeth. But when you come through an airport, it's almost something you have to do.
It happens when people are coming over. They'll say, "Bring us Coleman's mustard," or "Bring us Toblerone," and they do. And then you forget about telling them not to. So over the course of 10 years, you get 3 visits a year where people just bring you a ton of Coleman's mustard and Toblerone.
Same
You
thing
end
for
up
life.
having like just more than you could possibly have ever imagined.
Yeah, I once dared to tell my mother that I liked Branston pickle with cheddar cheese for my sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
And I got them every fucking day for years.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought you liked those.
I told
Not
my...
every day.
It's the same thing happened to me, right? I told my missus I absolutely love blowjobs, right? I haven't had a single one.
Yeah. See, Fraser was talking about his car dealer earlier in the week, and he was saying an absolute cocksucker. Sorry, get the wife. What was it? Something about the wife had this thing with this guy, and it was a clutch problem, and absolute cocksucker. And for a second or two, I couldn't work out whether it was the car dealer or the wife. I wasn't quite sure. But it
That's
turned
the
out
only
that
time
the car
I've
dealer-
ever bought from a car dealership. They
Yeah.
fucking nightmare. Car salesman.
Okay, can we go?
Yeah, just shall I just start playing the music? Do we do it?
Yeah. How do we do this? You just nod or wink or call.
I'll start playing the intro and then I'll... Little bit behind the curtain now. Anyone who's sneakily watching will know, but what I'll do is I'll turn my mic off for the stream and just let you know when to come in.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that.
Are you going to do just to be clear now? You're listening in the background. Are you going to do any of the little bumpers or anything? No, just leave those out.
I'm gonna do all the little musics.
Bumpers.
Yeah. So
Okay, well,
just
I'll
do your show and
try-
I'll just do them in the background.
Yeah. I'll try. Yeah. Okay. Here's the fucking news and all that sort of shit.
All that shit.
Yeah.
All that
Okay.
fucking shit. Right, you ready?
Go, Jim.
Here's the fucking intro. Here it is.
It has to be Nicole.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all are listening to the Overseas Connection podcast.
Shut up and sit down.
Here we go!
Would you kindly? I think we're just getting started.
Medic!
I'm a witcher.
I think this is more than you can handle.
Sits on his ass all day.
Let's do this.
Hey, good evening and welcome to the Overseas Connection podcast. My name is Robin Tate at Bongo the Sane, and this is episode 422 for May the 20th, 2017. This is a video game podcast made by friends for friends, and let me tell you right now that you, listener, are our friends. Glad to have you on board. Tonight we're going to be talking about lots of wonderful stuff. Absolutely fantastic things about what we've been playing, about Destiny 2, about NPDs, and we're going to talk about some share news. We'll have a competition. We're going to have a quiz, and we're going to have lots of silliness and fun, hopefully. And to share with this outrageous behavior, I have some wonderful people. Tonight, I have Nicole, I have Gamer Girl Kim, and Fraser Moores. And sitting in the background, spinning the decks, is Richard Webster. He won't be talking much, but I'm sure, as per usual, he will appear like the voice of God every now and again. Nicole, good evening to you. How are you this evening? You look like you're having a hard time.
Well, let me tell you, I am.
I
My
thought
PC's
so.
not working.
It doesn't.
I can't hear y'all.
Thank you, Fraser.
Oh,
Can you not hear us, Nicole? Okay, so while you're trying to work in the background
Barely.
there,
Y'all are
Barely.
whispering, surprisingly.
whispering. Okay, well, I can't help you there. Maybe a disconnect and a reconnect.
While I'm trying to do what?
Maybe cut the line and try and reconnect again, Nicole?
It's
Don't
not
know.
gonna work because I think my kids put a virus on this computer. All letters look like characters, so
Fucking
you get what you get.
Okay, so we get what we get. Nicole is struggling with her setup tonight. We'll try and bear with. Okay, Kim, good evening.
Yes.
How are you?
hiya. I am good.
You're here.
Yes,
You're good.
I'm here.
What have you been up to this fine week?
Oh, well, we finally decided on what we're going to do in our bathroom of our new house. I finally got a shower ordered. So, hey, you would not understand the debate that has been going on about our shower. We initially decided we were going to order a shower, put one in, no big deal. Then Dad comes home probably 3 months later and decides, no, wait, we'll just buy tile and we'll tile a shower.
Oh, a wet room. Okay.
Like, all right, fine, whatever. I don't care. I just want a shower. I want to get moved. You know, I'm tired of living with raccoons. And no.
Are
he
you?
calls me-
I think you secretly like it.
Oh, yes. Yes. I
Yeah.
love sitting drinking my coffee in one morning and having them fall through ceilings and, having their children up in my attic and then they make noise. Oh, yeah. It's a blast. So
Okay.
then he
Well,
calls me,
what does he say? Glass bricks? Colored bricks?
yeah. Well, here's the thing. Last week he calls me, like on a Tuesday, and he says, you know what I've decided? And I said, oh, dear God, here we go. I said, no, Dad, what have you decided? Let's just order a damn shower and get the damn thing put in. I wanted to do that 6 months ago, but, what do I know?
What do you do?
So I got one ordered.
Well-
And, it'll be here next week.
So is that the final piece of the puzzle?
No, well, sort of. I mean, a little bit. We've still got some stuff to do, but if we can get the shower in and get the pipes run for the gas, we can move into that sucker. So I'm ready to go.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
Fraser, you're here as well. You're
I am here.
Fraser.
Yes, good. Yes. Yes, the call to arms came in this morning and I said, yes, Robin, I will come and help you. And you sent me a text back. It took me a few hours to get over that one. I don't know if you recall. Ooh, it sent me all a flutter there, sir.
Oh, boy.
Private messages. It's between him and I.
Well, you did. I did ask you, were you available today? And you came back and said, yes, I am. And I went, yes. Ooh. So what do you expect? You can see me wriggling in my seat as I was reading that message.
I'm getting a hot flush. Just revisiting it now. I am well, thank you. Yes, how are you?
I'm really good, actually. I got through this week, and I think I lost a day. I got to Thursday, and my father-in-law was here for some reason or other. Anyway, and I just thought it was Wednesday. I just couldn't believe how quick this week has gone. It's been crazy busy again. But it's been good.
What's the difference between in-laws and outlaws? Outlaws are wanted.
I say, well, not that I would often say this, but I am blessed with wonderful father-in-law and mother-in-law. They are absolutely brilliant. Really genuinely nice people. And yeah, they're nice folk. I couldn't ask for more. So I know some people that don't have that pleasure. So I count my blessings. I came into the Man Cave 2 tonight, and I had left the big sliding doors at the front of it to come in. And as I walked in tonight, it was dark, switched the light on, and 2 starlings were deciding to nest inside the front bit. I'm sure there's a reticule. No, what do you call that? A porticule? The front bit, the hallway of my garage. And they jumped out and they were tweeting and flying back and forth and going mad. And I just scared the crap out of me. Little starling buggers.
I would like to ask why Kim doesn't know the answer to that question of what that word is you're looking for, considering you are a number one house building person here.
I was thinking portico, but I don't know if that's right either. So.
Portico. I don't know. It's the front bit of the garage. There you go. With the big sliding doors. And other things that have stayed with me this week, Fraser. And this is quite disturbing, and I can't get it out of my head. On Thursday evening, or it must have been the early hours of Thursday morning, I had a dream. And I can't get it out of my head. It's a puzzle. I had a dream that I had to dispose of a body. And I was arguing with myself within my dream going, no, that won't work, Robin. No, it had to be a way that could never be discovered ever again. And in my mind, I couldn't work it out. And it was like, no. And I must have been half awake, half asleep. And was like, the meat grinder, no concrete boots, all the bits and pieces. No, somebody will eventually see that. And I think it was because I was watching an episode of Fargo this week. And
right,
yeah. That's
I have a question for you. When you, this is something I've noticed as I've gotten to an older age, is that I seem to have, say, a dream like that, which is very, very quite horrible. But I don't get very stressed out in these horrible dreams anymore. I'm just like, I don't know whether I'm just becoming immune to horrible things or.
No,
you know what I mean? Perilous things don't really bother me that much in my dreams anymore.
No, I don't really have that bad dreams. That was just a curious dream. You know, maybe it's something inside me that wants to try it someday. Hopefully you'll never be around.
Well, then exactly. I think that's exactly my point, is that you're so blasé about the fact you had a dream about disposing of a human body.
Yeah, well.
The way you're just brushing it off. Well, maybe I'm just curious.
Just grind the meat up, bury them somewhere, but eventually they'll be dug up and found. You put them on concrete block, and some diver, we'll find them in the sea at some stage. They'll be found. So what's the bet? Do I grind them and feed them to the chickens? I don't know. Where do you store the meat?
We all know it's pigs.
Pigs.
They go through bones like that.
Yeah. Anyway, there's something that I wanted to ask you about. I was listening to that other podcast that you're involved with. A very good podcast this week. Very, very good episode.
GamePunchers.com.
And you were talking about your silver balls.
Yes.
And I just thought that sounded fantastic.
Yes.
I also was quite in peril for you, or felt quite nervous that the fact that Fraser went off and found a pinball arcade and went by himself, I assume, to a warehouse, something like that. And
so the potted
people
story
he'd never
is,
met before, and he could have
I
been bum ripped the
it could
ball.
have been, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, the the potted story is I was looking at playing some pinball in the area, and I came across this place called the Church of the Silver Ball. So I decided to give them a shout, and it turned out it was a private collection housed in an industrial estate. And I emailed the guy, and he said, yeah, you can come down, and it's sort of by appointment only, really. And you come down you pay $20 and play as much pinball as you want. But yeah, by appointment only at the back of a trading estate in some, unit, business unit or industrial unit. Yeah, it was all a little bit. You know what? It sounds super sketchy. It wasn't sketchy at all, but it does sound super sketchy. But it was great too. It was really
I'd say so. And some of the stories you're telling about, the guys that were there actually designed tables as well. They were actually in the industry.
There was some guys who were there. They all had their hand in the industry for decades. And in fact, one of the guys there was a pinball designer who'd worked in Chicago for, I think it was Bally. Bally. Mm-hmm. And but he was from Toronto, so he was in the area. And yeah, just to meet these guys who were actually part of the industry was just well worth the price of admission before I'd even played a table. It was great.
Did you get to meet his wife, the one that was on the picture?
No,
on the back of the table.
No,
because that was the sketchy bit. That was like, and that's his wife.
Yeah, there were no women there at all. No, so.
And were there other people there, strangers that had booked in as well, or was
there were a couple of guys who walked in? I was really the only one there, sort of as a customer, but a couple of guys came along afterwards after I'd been there for an hour or so. I ended up probably stayed there for about 3 hours, probably a good 2 hours of playing pinball. So. Yeah, it's really good. I might go back tomorrow.
Huh? That's because it's only down the road from you, isn't it?
Actually, what day is it today? Saturday.
See,
Saturday,
exactly.
yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, that sounds good. I like that sort of thing.
Yeah, the table is really nice. Is when you get out of that arcade and to a private collection like that. Is everything's well maintained. The tables were well maintained, looked after. They all worked. So it was really neat.
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago. It must be 3 years ago now. The Veteran Gamers organised a thing. It was up near Leeds.
That's right.
Yeah. And it was a retro arcade with maybe 100 machines in it. It was brilliant. And again, it was in the back of a sort of a place where you would never expect it, dodgy building. But when you went in, you just seen the love. And I spent we flew over for the day, had a great time, played all day, just brilliant. Really good.
Well, I mean, there's no dedicated arcades anymore, right? They can't survive financially. I think there's two problems. One is it's very difficult for them to get the traffic to survive as an arcade. So you get these ones that are tacked onto bowling alleys or skating rinks or whatever, where a couple of machines here, or at the cinema they have a few machines or whatever. But then they're not looked after either, And guys who have these collections, even if they, talking to these guys, even if they had the intention to make a proper arcade, they don't. Their love for the machines and stuff like that, there's not much money in it, and they don't want the riffraff in there mistreating the machines with no respect for the machines.
A pinball machines, I think the cheapest one you can buy over here, probably in pretty rough orders, probably about £1,000, and I'm sure those things goes up. The older machines or classic collectibles are 10, 15,000. They're bound to be now. They're bound to be real collector's pieces.
Yeah, the market's really riding very high right now, particularly with the everybody wants a man cave and they want a pinball machine in their man cave, So
yeah. Part of me would love an old arcade machine. I had one in my old office, and it was Arkanoid. And the problem is, once you play Arkanoid for half an hour, you've played it enough.
Yeah,
but a pinball machine's a wee bit different.
A little bit. I think I said this on the show that, I've always wanted a pinball machine. I would still like one. That the electromechanical side of it interests me from a sort of an engineering point of view. I have no problems with looking after it and tinkering with it. But would I really want to play it day in, day out, the same machine? I don't know. It would be an object of desire.
It'd be a talking point. It would be like having a coffee table book. Get a coffee table book with all the art. There must be some actually lovely historic books about art pinball machines.
Anyway, sorry, Robin.
I'm digressing into
Well,
coffee table books.
Coffee table books are okay. I am considering building an arcade cabinet this summer. I've got the Raspberry Pi and I've got the thousands of games on it now, and it's well within reach as a project to do over the summer. But again, it's like, do I really want an arcade cabinet taking up, a corner of a room somewhere in the house? It's not, I could fit it down in the basement, but I can set it up to you.
Yeah,
set it up to you, right?
I have space. I have the perfect spot for it. It's all planned. It's there.
I might do it. A friend of mine built one, and I've maybe do the same as him. He built a tabletop one. So, like not a full-size standing arcade cabinet, but a tabletop.
Yeah. Okay. Nicole, can we try? Nicole, are you receiving us? Nicole, are you here? Are you there? I know you're manning the chat very well. So Nicole's in the chat, everybody.
I am. I had to mute because the dogs are barking.
I know that problem.
And I am watching.
And apart,
Yes, Chopper Kelly's in there. Chaps.
yeah, and apart
We
from the
have a lot of good people in there.
We do.
The best people.
It's a good chat.
best people,
Except
this is good.
Hey,
Wumble's in there.
let's go. Come
Yeah,
on, Robin, drive this beast.
Yeah,
There goes
well,
Womble.
Nicole, I think the best thing you can do tonight is make those people in the chat really, really happy. So, because your Russian virus is getting in the way tonight a little bit. So, chip in when you can.
A lot of it.
Yeah, they want a lot of your bit. So, okay. So, if there's anything else that you guys have been up to that you want to mention right now would be the time. I've talked about killing people. And
I went to the car wash today.
Oh, that was good.
Excitement.
I know cars are big on the menu right this week. We are very on. Richard Webster is now part of the driving masses, so we're very excited. We've been very excited about that in our WhatsApp chats this week. But what's interesting, I took my wife's car to the car wash today because I don't go to a normal car wash. At the start of every season, I go to a truck wash where you sort of go into this massive, where they do these huge, it's big enough that they take these huge semi-trailers, right? Mm-hmm. But I just drive the little Mazda in there, but they're so good at getting everything clean. Like they just bring the wheels up just so clean. So at the start of every season, I'll take it in there and just give it, whatever, have these 4 or 5 guys with their power washers and stuff like that. It's quite the spectacle of this little Mazda sitting in this huge bay getting the treatment. So
car washing in Northern Ireland is a very Eastern European thing the last few years, and it seems to be a lot of Polish people and Czechs seem to have the market cornered for car washing. Right. And they're so good. So, like, I've long time since I washed a car by myself. It's terrible. But you go in and there's like 10 of them pounce on your car, and they do all the right things. They do they wash it down. You get you move forward a little bit so they get round into the alloys and the wheels, the bit that's at the bottom, so it's at the top. Mm-hmm. They do under the wheel arches. They open the doors and they clean underneath the door sills, and then they chamois underneath the door sills, and they put the tire paint on, all for a fucking $5.
Yeah, you can't argue with that.
Yeah, I can't. It's just fabulous. Great service. But it's they're nearly all Eastern Europeans. It must be like a mafia thing. They must have it all tied up. Oh, yeah, what Mazda? A little Mazda. And you're in a friggin' 2 Jags.
I've only got the one now.
Oh, 1 Jag, Fraser. It's not called 2 Jags, Fraser, anymore.
Times are tough.
Yeah, Mazda. Oh, yeah. Darling, you have a little Mazda. Oh yeah, I'll have a Jag. And I'm going to upgrade my Jag to one of the nicest Jags they ever made at that age. Yes, You keep your Mazda. You'll appreciate the Jag. You can drive it to the Horticultural Society. They'll think you're posh.
You're scoring brownie points now. My wife's sitting on the sofa listening, chuckling now. So thanks,
okay, no problem.
Thanks,
I seem to manage to do that every week.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, look, this is a video game podcast, and we're here. And one of the things that we talk about a lot is video games. Our time is limited. All of us, we are adults. Most of us are coming 30, and sometime a long time ago. So, let's see what we've been up to. I see Nicole and Kim and myself have been in the Mass Effects. So, Kim, would you like to tell us how you've got on with your Mass Effect this week? You've got it out of the wrapper and you're in.
Yes.
Tell us about your character. And who's your character?
Well, my character's me. Her name is Kim, the whole 9 yards. She looks sort of like me, I don't know. I haven't really got into it too much. I mean, like I said, I got like 4 hours into it maybe. But I kind of piddled around with it the other day, and while I was on Andromeda, I went around and talked to all the various different people about, whatever. And I have to say, I don't like Addison. I'm pretty sure she's going to be a bitch through the entire game. So, yeah, I'm watching out for her. Because she apparently didn't like me. She doesn't like me. She didn't like my father. I'm thinking, all right, she's going to get me. But, so far, that's pretty much all I've done. I went around and talked to all the various different people and, piddled here or there. I haven't really got real deep into it, so.
You've piddled here or there.
I have piddled here and there, yes.
It opens up beautifully, Kim, after that as well. And it's funny, I'm sure Addison will come into it more, but I've seemed to have left her behind somewhere. So I don't think she's just as mean as me in a character, but maybe there'll be some twists that I haven't got to yet. Oh shit, Nicole.
No.
There's a Nicole alarm. Nicole has a disaster.
And they're off.
And they're off. Yeah.
The cats.
Are you enjoying your 4 hours?
I am. I really am. I mean, if I didn't think I was going to like the game, I would never have bought it. So, I'm liking it. I'm hoping once we get some more stuff done around here and get moved or whatever, I can get some more time in it. So,
Kim.
I'm trying. Yes, dear Fraser. But
got good graphics.
I don't think they're that bad. I mean, maybe it's because of the patch they've just put out and stuff like that. But I don't think the graphics are all that bad. At least not compared to what they looked like when it first came out. So.
Yeah, there's a bit of
eye bulging.
There is a bit of the eye bulging's all gone, and the characters do look good. And there is just a wee bit of jank. Not even the jank. The jank is like the odd stutter when you're jumping from scene to scene. It's nowhere near as bad as it was at the beginning. I am now 57 hours, 58 hours in, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. All the there's stuff about them. They're cancelling DLC and all that stuff. I'm having a great time with it.
Me too. I'm kind of disappointed about that.
I sat there at the start of when this launched, and I just reveled. I'm not a Mass Effect fan, okay? So send your hatred my way and do whatever you got to do, whatever floats your boat, right? But I reveled in the fact that this thing was just getting the what ripped out of it when it was released. But you can't argue. Everybody I listen to says they are absolutely loving it. So, that's got to speak. That speaks for itself, doesn't it?
I was in the same boat you were. I was laughing as they were just ripping on it and telling us, how bad all the stuff was. And then I played it, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of like this one better than the other ones. So, whatever.
I love the character. I'm a female writer.
Surely not.
Yeah. Don't call me Shirley. And Origato.
Of course you are.
Origato. I don't want to rush it either. I just keep on going. I could move off to the next planet. I could go and do more stuff, but then another little side story opens up, and I keep on doing. So I'm going through it really, really slowly. Now. My conquests are now 2. Whoa! I'm going for the achievement for 3 conquests in one playthrough, and zero gravity is awkward. Saying that, I haven't seen a lot of alien flesh at all, but that'll maybe come later on. So there hasn't been any gratuitous sex scenes or anything like that there, but. Just fun. I just love the world and the characters and the things, and maybe that's just that sort of space adventure. Like it's like the books that I'm going through on Amazon Audible at the moment. I mean, I've finished Expeditionary Force, all of those, and I'm now under a thing called Ember War, which again is about space adventuring and all of that stuff, which is just Mass Effect again. So it's just maybe my cup of tea. We have wind. I apologize. There's wind.
It sounds like someone's lit their Bunsen burner.
Yeah. Bigger. Anyway, I'm loving Mass Effect. Fraser, you don't like it? Would you give it another go from the library again?
I've got to say, I think it's Nick on the old Bunsen burner there, because she's got a blue surround around her chat. There we go.
It is storming like a mother outside.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
A mother-in-law?
Yeah, that's wind and rain.
Nice.
Oh, well, it's bitchy, so yeah.
Nicole, we seem to have your voice back. That's good.
Yay.
I had to unplug the farm.
Yeah,
For
unplug.
now.
Yeah, unplug the farm.
I'm
You're
waiting
playing-
to lose power.
Well, quickly, Mass Effect before you die in a very vicious storm. How much have you played? Yes, I believe that's true.
Enough to get irritated.
Enough to get irritated? Yeah. yeah, polite laughter. As we move on, Fraser is playing.
The shooting still bothers me.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it really? I love it. I love the battling and throwing my biotics around the place and making people pop and float into the air and shooting them. It's
Probably to keep your biotics to yourself. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Fraser, you've been playing back to Fallout 4.
I have been playing Fallout 4. I have been playing way too much Fallout 4. This was another game on my list of 30, Robin. By the way, you were totally responsible for this.
Sorry about that. I'm not sorry, because it's friggin' brilliant. It is brilliant.
It is, yeah. So Fallout 4 was another one on my list. I played it a few when it had first come out, and I'd probably put about 10 plus hours into it, and then it just dropped off. I don't know why I never continued. And so it was on my list, and I still wasn't very keen to get back into it, but I thought I'll pick it up. So I started it again from scratch because my son had deleted my save file, but that's okay. I started it from scratch, but the key thing that I did this time, go on.
Hey, it took hours of therapy for you to say that.
Yeah, I know.
That was okay. He deleted my save.
I still
that
haven't
was
told
so
him.
calm.
I still haven't told him.
Bless him.
Yeah, bless him. And do bless him, right? Because I've started playing it again, and then he goes and starts playing it again on his account. So he's whatever. It's very cute the way he just sort of picks up and follows his old dad. There you go. And this time what I decided to do was to pick up a walkthrough and give me that helping hand to get through the sort of the first part of Fallout where you assign your stats. I mean, I'd already done it the first playthrough and assigned my stats and things like that, but I thought I want to really hit the ground running. So I followed a walkthrough, used the walkthrough to apply the stats where it's my 40 points, skill points, right? Something funny, something you'd like to share with the rest of us, Nicole? I think not.
Watching the neighbor's house blow away, okay? Just weather.
Okay. Yeah, look, we're not making any apologies for Nicole. She's in the middle of a storm. It looks like she's on a 56k modem at the moment. So just bear with us with Nicole. We'll bring her in if she survives the storm. Everybody, let's hold hands and sing "Kumbaya" for Nicole right now. So
I followed this walkthrough, like applying my skill points to where it said would be the best way to put them into the skill tree. And then I started following the walkthrough for the first few missions, and just with the intention really to follow the walkthrough, maybe on the most direct point to get the game done. But somewhere around about the sort of 4 to 5 hour mark, I found that I now had more knowledge on how to play the game than I had before, because Fallout 4 is way more involved as a game with layers of depth, with the crafting system and being able to to upgrade your weapons and break down your weapons and collect things and collect resources and create settlements and things like that. And I typically do not like discovering how to do and deal with that stuff myself. I'm terrible at it. I just like to see what I see and do. Mainly like just point me and let me shoot stuff. But with the walkthrough, it taught me. You know what I mean?
So, yeah,
simpleton.
Simpleton. No, I didn't. I wasn't going to say that. I was simple gentleman. I was going to say.
No.
Simpleton works.
Simpleton is exactly. I'm what you see is what you get, and I'm happy with that, Rob. Simpleton is fine, but not a dumb simpleton. So when I had somebody who, and it was the walkthrough, was able to lead me through, and look, just got some popcorn. When I had something that was able to lead me through and show me what I was supposed to be doing, like then that was great. So and then I wasn't playing the simpleton anymore. Now I was playing the game how it was meant to be played, and the walkthrough was abandoned. And now I'm probably, I think I'm at 35 to 40 hours now, and I am and I am staggered. Absolutely, I'm totally tooled up. I have some great weapons. It's very rare that I go into a scenario that I'm not able to come out of it successfully. I can take down a Deathclaw in 4 shots with one of my rifles.
Ooh.
It's good. It's not without its challenges, though.
Powerful man.
I'm actually a woman. I'm a powerful woman.
Oh.
I always play a woman. And I've got just a fabulous red dress for when I have to barter with the merchants. It's wonderful. Oh, yeah, it's wonderful. Sparkly number. It's wonderful.
Oh,
cut just the way you like.
Oh, my goodness. Moving on.
But I'm now the walkthrough has well been put to the side, and I'm just exploring now. And I'm now so overawed with how large this game is. I mean, I'm taking up, and everyone knows this about Fallout 4. I'm taking a mission from some guys. They're going, "Oh, you need to go clear out this brewery down there in the southeast." I'm like, okay, I'll fast travel to the nearest point I have to the brewery, which means I still have a bit of a trek from that fast travel point. Oh, look, there's a factory there. You know what? I should just go check out that factory, right? And then, of course, the next thing you know, you're in the factory for an hour trying to clear it out of Mirelurks or ghouls or whatever, and who knows what else you're going to find in there. And then you think you've cleared out the factory, and you go, oh, there's a door there. Next thing you know, you're in a massive basement that leads to some other adventure. I mean, it's just astounding. What a game. What a game.
I got lost in Fallout 3 in the same way. I have to go back to 4 because it didn't grab me. I had 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 hours put into it. So it's one of the ones I have to go back to finish this year. And Kim has had a tornado siren going off. So
Emma.
Me.
Oh, sorry, goodness. You? Who? Nicole has had a tornado warning. Oh, stay safe,
Yes.
Nick.
Thanks.
Okay. In the vicinity? And very close?
Like I can hear it.
Okay. It's not like over the TV, which is...
No,
we're
I
not...
can hear it outside over the storm because it's right around the corner.
You're not in Kansas anymore?
Apparently not.
All right, okay. Stay safe, Nicole. Stay safe. Well, okay, well, I'm glad you're having that. And
Well, I would definitely recommend, Robin, if you decide to go back to it, do the same as me. Follow something through for the first little while. Get yourself tooled up and set up. And once you're set up, you're going out there, I've just found it extremely enjoyable. Very, very enjoyable.
Well, maybe I should start from scratch again because I wasn't that far in, really. So
I don't think it hurts to do that. I think that the scope of the game is so large that even me losing that 10 hours made no difference, right?
Okay, well, I'll maybe do that when I get to it. I think I'm a bit off that yet, but I think I will. Now, there's a game on here, Fraser, which was on your list a while back.
Yeah.
And it seems to be on your list again. Have you anteed up again?
I have.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds?
I have. Mark actually is at fault for that because he said to me, why don't you just go buy it? In one of his aggressive text messages, you just go buy it, Fraser. Go buy that game. Get it, you can play it.
Such a thug.
Isn't that just like Mark? No, Mark, as we all know, is the nicest man on the internet. I'm sorely missing him today. But he did say to me, he's been watching a lot of it on Twitch. I've been watching a ton of this game on Twitch, and I mean a ton of it, loads. And I just hankering. I thought I've got to play it. I've got to play it because I bought it before and I had trouble running it, and so I bought it again, and I tweaked around with the settings, and I'm actually able to play it. So I have been playing some games, and it's been great to play because having watched so much on Twitch, actually have a tact, I know what I want to do, and I'm playing the game how I think it should be played.
You're no longer a simpleton.
I am, again, it's just thing, I've been led by the hand. It's a simpleton. I you know what? There's certain people in this world who can figure this stuff out for themselves, who have the patience to figure this stuff out. I grew up gaming with my cousin. He's very, very, somewhat high-functioning, very intelligent guy. And he would be playing things like, Elite, right? He would have played Elite. He would have figured out all the trading, everything like that, and beaten the game no worries without even breaking a sweat. Me, I would have looked at Elite and went, where's the fire button? How do I destroy ships? This is boring. What a crap game, right? But, so, I'm not the simpleton for Battlegrounds anymore. The problem I have with Battlegrounds, and for anybody who's not familiar with it, is your 100 people are dropped into this map. You run into the map. It's a huge map, and you got to find weapons and things like that. And then the area that you can play in slowly closes. Something you'd like to share with us, Kim?
No, sorry.
Okay,
go on.
And the area slowly shrinks until you all get funneled into one point on the map where you have to battle, and the last person standing wins. So I've had a couple of games where I've landed, I found some items, I've run to a central point in the map, managed to hide, and lasted till I got to, say, at the last 20 or something like that, and then I've got killed. The problem is that bit of action is so infrequent that I'm really struggling with when a bit of action happens, right? So I'm very good at running around, but as soon as I suddenly encounter someone,
quick draw McGraw.
I'm all fingers and thumbs, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm pressing the wrong buttons. But that only happens once every half hour, right? Because the process of getting into a game, the process of landing, the process of hunting for weapons can take half an hour,
But it must be quite tense, that build up to it. There must be I'm at 80, I'm the 80th now, I'm the 70th now.
I can't even imagine. I saw somebody posted on Reddit the other day, they made it to the last 2 or something like that, and he posted a picture of his Fitbit and what his heart rate was.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, that I've only got up to like 15, and already I'm starting to feel the tension and the stress. I can't even imagine.
So you're going to keep playing it?
I'm going to keep dipping into it. I find it a bit because you only can have the experience is a bit odd because I played a quick game this morning, and it was very quick. I landed, I ran into a house, gathered up a few weapons, ran into another house, heard some footsteps, turned out there was another guy in the house, and I just pressed the wrong buttons and did some sort of weird move and got shot straight away, and it was like, oh, could I be bothered to go into another game? Not really. And then I went out. So I'm not churning games over, and I still would really like to see this come to the console where I can sit down, controller in hand. The other thing is it's third person. So you have to be. Is something you'd like to share with us, Kim?
No, carry on. I'm listening intently to your.
Are you? Okay.
Really? Yes. And I think it is coming to consoles, isn't it?
Hey, she's good.
See?
Good. So they think. It will. I think it will eventually. And being able to first person will be a game changer on that. And playing with the the PC wankers will all sit there and go, "You heathen!" Playing with a controller.
I hate those PC wankers. Hate them.
But you know what? It'll be a level playing field. I think it'll be good. So I'm really. It's cool. It's such an interesting game.
Well, we all had cousins like that, and that's why the undertone song was so important to me in my life. My perfect cousin, when I looked to do his dozen, he's his mother's pride and joy. Yeah, I had one of those. Okay, well, the only I suppose quickly for me, I did go back to Far Cry Blood Dragon this week as well, and it was crashed. Far Cry, yep. Yeah. What happened was there's a man on a hill far away. Yeah, but you're not in Kansas any longer, and he farted on a hill, and you had to run and try and find where the fart is. No, Far Cry Blood Dragon is
dog.
It's fun. It was crashing on me a lot. I'm playing on backwards compat, but I went back this time, and it seemed to have settled down. Maybe it was something to do with the preview thing that I'm in, and it's fun. I don't think it's going to take that long to do, but just some of the stuff that he comes out with, I'll sleep when I'll sleep when they're dead, and just all this really immature, all the cliche stuff. It is funny, and it's good, and it's silly. Good. Yeah,
it doesn't overstay its welcome either. I think you'll find, if you're head down and trying to get it done, you'll have it done soon. It's really cool.
Yeah, about maybe 3 or 4 hours. I think I'll tackle that away. Now, out of my log budget, I have spent some money, and I bought the Forza Horizon 3, not 2, Forza Horizon 3 Hot Wheels pack, and I put it on this evening there just before the show, and it made me smile. Forza Horizon 3 is already one of the very, very best racing games there ever has been. Lots of fun. It's a fun racer with so much content. It's a console seller. It is a fantastic game. And now this Hot Wheels pack, if you remember the orange tracks when you were a kid, this is that all over again, even including now the newer packs where you have the dinosaurs. So the first race, you whiz around, you take control of the car, you fly around this track, and this big massive dinosaur comes and snaps at you on the track. It's brilliant. It's fun. It's silly. I've only done 3 or 4 races out of it. But just it's a laugh. It's in fact, it could be a really good standalone product. If they were to, I'm sure they would get even more sales if it was a standalone package, even on a disc, because it's cool.
I think you're right there. I've got the feeling they could have absolutely cleaned up if they'd offered this as sort of a standalone arcadey type title, like what was the other one? Fast and the Furious, right? But a $10 or $15 dollar price tag on it. I would have bought it. I can't buy it. I don't have Forza Horizon 3, but I'd like to play it.
Sorry,
it's not your fault.
Being Microsoft, they need to share for three kids.
Yeah, and here's a message for the chat. No, I don't like to be interrupted. I'm reading your chat too.
I said no.
Dear me. Children, behave.
I am sort of.
Hey, Martin, how you doing? Thanks very much. Much appreciated. I know I'm beautiful. Okay, yeah, it's a great package. If you've got Forza Horizon 3 and you played it and enjoyed it, drop the 20 quid or whatever. It's slightly less, I think, and pick up the Hot Wheels pack. It's great fun. I haven't looked at the multiplayer stuff yet, but if it's there, that'll be great crack too. But the feeling of going upside down, they do it really, really well, and all the bends and twists. It's very, very clever. So,
what's the object of? Is it races?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's sort of races and stunts and challenges and things like that there, but all on Hot Wheels tracks, sort of over the water on this magical island. It's off the main coast of Australia, which we never noticed. But it's there, and there's sort of you're flying along, and there's 2 Chinooks carrying a piece of track to put it in place just as you're about to go to it. And like Mario Kart, there'll be parts of the track which are speed up bits where it makes you go unbelievably fast. And it's good. It looks beautiful. No complaints there. They made that game look absolutely fantastic. So that was fun. So I actually got some gaming in this week, and that's been good. All right. So I think we'll soon have some news. Yeah? News.
All right.
Yeah.
Here is the fucking news.
So, in the news this week, I want to quickly touch on an event that's coming up. It's Gamer Christmas, and it's E3. And E3 is coming to Los Angeles between June the 13th and the 15th in the convention center out there. And what we want from you is we want your predictions. We want you to send an email or a tweet to the show and tell us what you think is going to be announced this year. I mean, last year there was so many fantastic big PlayStation games announced, like Horizon Zero Dawn, stuff like that was announced, and some of them came to fruition. A lot of things have been delayed or fell by the wayside. Things that we didn't know about last year, the PS Pro, all those sorts of stuff. What do you think is going to happen this year? Is it going to be VR? Is it what's going to be the big thing at E3? So please send an email. Get your emails in now. Some of them are already coming. To
Monkey tennis.
Yeah, great. Monkey Tetris.
Tennis.
Monkey. I think it's already been done, Fraser. It's probably a Canadian company that did it as well. Send them to podcast@ocpod.com, or you can tweet us at @OC_podcast and put the hashtag in there, E3OC, and we'll tag those. And in our E3 special, we will refer to all of those emails. Okay, this week, sort of on the build-up to E3, Destiny 2 was announced, and Bungie pulled back the curtain. And also in Los Angeles, they put on a really, really big event with lots of people that were going, woo, at everything that was said. Every sentence that this presentation that the guys got up, the whole audience of probably 1,000 people went, woo, wow, fantastic. They were nerds of the highest degree.
You said it
really and truly, yeah. So Destiny 2, they touched on some of the stuff that was coming out with it on the stream about the evolution of the existing game, and it's more of a broader reinvention of the game, and it will invite new players as much as welcome veteran guardians. So Nicole has blown away. She's dropped from the call. Sorry, Nicole. Hopefully she'll come back later into the show. I think they touched on a lot as well about one of the problems with Destiny. It was quite hard to get into your group or your clan, to get into some of the raids and the strikes. And now it's going to be an awful lot easier to pull in randoms and people that are interested to play the game. Did any of you see any of the stream or watch any of the footage of Destiny 2? Yeah? What did you think on Destiny 2?
I didn't, but my son definitely did see something about Destiny 2 because it's all I have heard about for the last week.
Now, I was watching it live, and I think Mark and Greg were also watching it live, and there was bits of chat coming back and forward. And those two nerds seemed to be very, very excited about it. And I thought it looked really good, but it looked like more Destiny.
Look, Greg and Mark get very excited about their video games, especially
about
new
everything.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, is that right? Is that right, Kim?
They do.
Oh, they would they have went woo in the audience? Do you think, Fraser?
Mark would have.
Yeah. What do you think, Greg? Greg would have he would have got those guns up. He'd go, ooh, yeah. He would have loved it.
Yeah, I think he probably would have had one of those helmets.
Gorilla noises.
Yeah,
wasn't that like Pretty Woman or something back in the day?
But that was a girl doing that.
Yeah, well,
maybe Greg would have done that then. There is some inner girl in Greg, but the guns are just frightening. Have you ever seen Greg's guns? It's a terrifying sight. I'll be taking lots of 3D close-ups of his guns while we're away, and we'll post lots of photographs when we meet in person.
Where do you go?
In about 45 days. Nicole, you're back.
I am.
Oh, that's a bit better.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, all safe. Has it passed over?
For the most part.
That's good. Well, you're a lot clearer now, and you're not jerking around as much, apart from jerking around.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, that's good. We're glad you survived. I'm glad you're back. Did you see any of the Destiny? Because you played quite a bit of Destiny as well, didn't you?
I did, and it looks interesting.
Yeah, early days, I suppose.
I don't get excited anymore. Every time I get excited about something, I play the game, and then I'm like, I didn't get excited about Mass Effect, and I actually like it.
Good. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying your Mass Effect. We didn't get. Did you get to play much of it over the last week or so?
Not a lot. I finally bought it though, because I had been playing just the trial.
Yeah.
But I finally bought it.
Good. Well, what I liked about the announcements here, I bought Destiny, I think 3 times, maybe 4, on disc once, on disc twice for the Taken King, sold it again, and then I bought it when it was silly cheap, and I don't think I've started it up on my, so it's a pristine digital copy on my machine, and I just didn't get into the group thing. I didn't have a group of guys to play with, or I wasn't available at the same times as they were. And what has sort of raised my interest here is there seems to be more single player stuff. So hopefully there'll be a bit of a decent story with it. Anyway, we'll find out more, I'm sure, at E3 for it as well.
Well, look, something's got to be in it, right? You listen to Game Punchers. You heard what Steve was saying on there. I mean, he is just absolutely addicted to Destiny. Can't stop playing it. Likens it to doing heroin for some bizarre reason. But for me, I played Destiny and just didn't find it really that enthralling. But, you know, what do I know?
Yeah.
Play with Womble.
Yeah, play on Womble. But it's again, it's what he said about in Game Punchers there. It was like playing the same missions over and over and over again to get the pellet, and it was only a pellet.
Yeah, right. To get the
press the
cheese,
button for the pellet.
piece of cheese.
Yeah, press the right trigger for the most amazing thing ever, and over and over and over again.
I don't know, but what do we know? And I mean, I'm absolutely over the moon about a game that was released 2 years ago. I'm firmly in the same boat as Nicole. I find it very difficult. I find it fascinating to watch Mark and Greg get so excited about new release games, because I find that I just don't get very excited about new release games.
Yeah, I think it's an age thing, or maybe it's just around now because I'm getting a little jaded too. So, yeah, things I like and things, they're just all games, and they're entertaining, and I like spending time with them, but I'm not sure. I don't know what it's going to have to be to get really excited about something. Anyway, moving on. Sort of NPD news.
I know what you're getting excited for.
Your family car. I am very excited about that.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, fuck. Yes.
Yes.
Fuck, yeah. Well, yes. I am excited about that. Yes.
Definitely.
There you go.
Yes.
Feel the love.
You can take Destiny and stick it up Kansas.
Yep.
I want Red Dead. Yes, I am excited for that. Yes, that is the exception to this rule. And if they fuck it up, I will go over there and be very annoyed with them. But I don't think they will. I'm just hoping. I'm just hoping that it wasn't a one track pony. If you excuse the pun.
It won't be. It won't be. There's no way. It's so massive. There's no way they're going to balls it up. You guys are in safe hands now. Personally, me, I couldn't care too little whatevers about Red Dead. I was not interested in that game whatsoever. But I can put your mind at rest, people, and tell you that all of you who are so excited and going to wee the carpet over this game, that they are not going to screw it up, and it's going to be amazing. They've spent so much time on it. They know how much money they're going to make out of it. They're going to get it right. So don't worry. It's going to be great. You're going to love it.
Fraser, did you finish Red Dead?
No.
No.
Sad.
That game was
Here
so
we
good.
go. So maybe you should go back to it to find the love, Fraser, that is in the game.
Should I put it on my list?
Preach it,
Yes.
man. That's one that you
Yes.
should add. Honestly,
Yes.
you should add that on. It's backwards compatible now, so I suggest that you do that because the end of it is brilliant. It is, and the end is brilliant also, and it's
Yeah.
good. So
The end and
I-
the end.
yeah, I can't say anything more if he's going to do it. So that's one I would actually ask you to put on your list. Take something off, put that on.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Anyway, so Red Dead's
Can I
going to be
take
good.
off through then? Because that is driving me
Yes,
bonkers.
friggin' hell, you can take that off. Put Red Dead on. Womble, I do not want to suck a fart out of... What? Sorry? And you can suck a fart out of my ass, Bungo. Okay. Phew. Okay.
Womble says here, I installed Red Dead again and it was one that was better left in the past. Amazing game, but just wasn't as fun as I remembered it.
Yeah, well, he can suck a fart out of my ass. Okay, so Nintendo should be happy. Two of the company's highest profile Twitch titles seem to be selling well.
Twitch?
However, Twitch and Switch. They'll be selling well. However, this month's April sales figures also show that Atlas seems to be reaching a wider audience than ever with its Persona games. So the gaming industry as well is having its highest and strongest takings they've had in donkeys. So there was $636 million taken in April, which is a growth of about 10% on this time last year. And it also marks the first time that the industry has seen 2 months of consecutive growth since November 2015. So I suppose that says that the industry is healthy enough just at this moment in time. And Nintendo's Switch led hardware sales, which is kind of good. And Mario Kart 8. Persona 5 and The Legend of Zelda topped the charts in April as well. So now, anybody that has a Switch like me probably has Mario Kart 8 and Legend of Zelda, because what else would you buy? So it's just interesting. It's nice to see them at the top of the charts with hardware. And it's nice to see the games industry in good shape as well. And funny enough, I have a list of April's NPDs here. Mario Kart 8, of course, at number 1. Persona 5 at number 2. Legend of Zelda 3. MLB 17, the show, which must be something that lots of Americans buy. Ghost Recon Wildlands at 5. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild again. I assume that's the Wii U version. Mass Effect Andromeda is at number 7. NBA 2K17 at 8. Overwatch and Call of Duty Black Ops 2 at 10.
Obviously, these are for America then.
Call of Duty Black Ops 2, that must be people buying that on the Xbox One backwards compatible. That's where that must come from. How can it be Black Ops 2? Is it not Black Ops 3 is the main thing now?
Ooh, I don't know. Where are these from?
This is from Game Informer.
These are American NDPs, right?
Yeah. Anyway, so people are buying games and people are buying more Nintendo stuff than they have in a long time. So that's good. Okay, so I put this next story in here for Greg because Greg seems to like this sort of story. So bear with me. This is about stocks and shares. So, yeah, I know, burn. Ubisoft is now more attractive for Vivendi. So if you don't know what this is about, this is Ubisoft are in the middle of a sort of semi-hostile takeover. The Vivendi company is buying up shares left, right, and center. And there was the Ubisoft gave a share announcement this week, and their share price dropped 8% one day and then recovered to about 4% down. It's kind of weird, and all the stock stuff is kind of nutty because it's a family-owned company that owns Ubisoft, the Guillemot family from Guillemot. I know Guillemot. I know Pierre Guillemot. He works with me actually. But they actually posted a very, very good operating margin this last quarter, which is fantastic. But they also then said, well, we're going to downplay their sales for the next bit, and their shares dropped. Even though they're making profit and doing really, really well, they said, well, maybe it's going to be down a wee bit, and their price dropped. But their share price is pretty solid, and Vivendi will do very well because they own a good chunk of the company. I think they've got about 25% of Ubisoft now. So if Ubisoft do well this year, they'll do well as well. Whether Vivendi will buy them out, I don't think it's Vivendi are buying them because they want to make that money. I love the part of Ubisoft because it is still family owned, and they adventure into games that aren't necessarily those big titles like Far Cry Blood Dragon. Would that get made if it was just a big corporate monster that was turning out tons of Assassin's Creed stuff, So I like the stuff that Ubisoft tackles. Well, wasn't Ori and the Blind Forest under Ubisoft banner as well? I think it was.
No, I don't think so.
Was it not? No.
No,
anyway,
I don't think so.
Or
It was Microsoft Studios, wasn't it?
Oh no!
Yep.
Was it the one? The little wool guy, little woolly
Oh, Unravel.
Unravel. Yeah. So little games like that. That's nice to see. So that's it. So some quick news. A lot of racing fans out there. As per usual, every year F1 2017 gets a release date. You F1 fans, it is coming in August. And for the first time since 2013, it's going to feature classic F1 cars. That's good. I like that sort of thing.
Can we race a JPS special?
Yes, I'm sure you absolutely can. I am sure that'll be definitely one of the cars that are there. That's a nice thing to do. And they're bloody hard to drive, those old cars. Other little thing, Ghosts and Ghouls, the sequel to Ghosts and Goblins, is now available on iOS and Android.
That game is not great.
No, the first, even Ghosts and Goblins was crazy hard. There's no way.
I mean, those games were great arcade games because any arcade game you're unlikely to be playing for more than 30 seconds anyway. But playing,
Yeah, well,
old games are old.
But people will buy them just for that reason. I mean, you can also buy versions now of 1942, which I really liked, Wolf of the Battlefield, Commando, and I like Commando as well. But again, going back to them, it'll be nice to play with them on your phone for about 60 seconds and go, Christ, where did I just spend 99 cents on that?
I can tell you that Black Ops 2 was correct in that top 10, by the way. That was, you were right, backwards compatible.
Yeah. Wow.
Gave it a boost.
Goodness me. So the backwards compatible has given these old titles a lift again. Mm-hmm. Still making money. Okay, last little bit of quick news. South Park, The Fractured Butthole, is coming in October. It's been had lots and lots of days, but now it has October the 17th release date. This week, Ubisoft, they unveiled a new trailer earlier this week, and they put emphasis on the farting vigilante. Yeah, expect more silliness from the South Park crew. I loved South Park. I played it first and didn't really get on with it, and then went back to it on the backwards compatible stuff last year and really thoroughly enjoyed it. So it was good. That's good. There you are. So,
okay.
Indeed.
Stuff. That's the news. Let's get straight into the Jason Johnson trivia quiz. And we're getting very, very close to Nicole winning. Nicole, are you with us?
Yes.
Oh, now you get now you're back. Oh, I see.
Got her second wind.
Yeah, suddenly everything's working okay.
I asked Greg to send the trivia to Kim. Or Nicole. Specifically Nicole would have been better, but no, I'm okay.
He said, send it to Nicole.
Okay, so Jason Johnson has sent us some fantastic questions, which I know you'll know the answers to. They're easy because it's coming to the end of the quiz, and he wants to keep it really, really tight. So, question number 1, are you all ready? Kim, Fraser, Nicole.
Yep.
How many Mario Kart releases have there been?
Oh dear.
500.
Have there been 8? Have there been 12? Have there been 22? Have there been 18? 8, 12, 22, or 18 releases of Mario Kart. Mario Kart. Mario Kart. And your answers are either 8, 12, 22, or 18. Can we have your answers now, please?
8, 12. What was it? Or do we have to put A, B, or C?
They're all even numbers.
8.
You can.
What was it again?
8, 12, 22, or 18.
Well, it's Mario Kart 8, so obviously.
How many Mario Kart releases? Yeah, but maybe there's been different ones, you know?
I don't
Mario
know.
Kart Deluxe. So which, it's tricky. Okay, answers are in. Kim says B, which is 12. Fraser says, Yep. Fraser says 12, and Nicole says 8. And 2 of you are absolutely correct.
It's 12.
Yes. Yes, 12. Yeah, it's 12.
Yeah, but I put 8.
Yeah, I know. So you're wrong.
You're not saying here. It's 12, but I put 8.
I know. You're wrong.
On purpose.
Your guessing thing has not worked.
No, I knew it was 12, but I put 8.
Did
Never
you do
mind.
that? Did you do that on purpose? Did you get one wrong on purpose?
Oh my God.
Is
That's
this
what
like
I've
a
been
sip?
doing. That's what I've been doing all these weeks. I
This is
just
it.
wanted to give everyone a chance, so I was putting the wrong answers in.
Damn it, Nicole. Play the game properly. I don't need your sympathy. Okay. Next question. What year was the original Super Smash Brothers released in the West? What year was the original Super Smash Brothers released in the West? Was it 1998? Was it 1999? Gonna party? Was it 2000 or was it 2001? Quite an oddity.
Ooh, good questions.
Yeah. 1998, 1999, 2000, or 2001. Your answers after three.
No,
And the answers are coming in. This is quite a
I don't
tense
know
moment.
what letter that is.
And we have Kim says 1998. And we have Fraser. He says A Space Odyssey 2001. And Nicole says 1999. And Nicole is absolutely correct. Super Smash Brothers was released in 1999. Very good, Nicole. I never knew you were such a big Super Smash Brothers fan.
I'm not.
you lucky thing. Very good. Very good. Another point.
Well
Excellent
done, G.
stuff. Well done.
You said,
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, very good. Excellent stuff. Jason, thank you very much. Jason also wants to say is if anyone else is playing in the Killer Instinct tournament this evening, well, there's another one tomorrow, but there's a Killer Instinct tournament tonight. If you're listening live, get in touch with Jason Teflon and he'll hook you up and beat you up. So, who would like to talk about some new releases for this month or this next week?
Kim.
Kim, you're really good at this.
Yes.
And there's some stuff hard to pronounce in here.
Good deal. Awesome. Alrighty, our new releases for May 21st through the 26th are Darksiders War Mastered Edition for the Wii U on the 23rd. Boy,
The Wii U?
they're dragging that thing out, aren't they? Isn't the Wii U pretty much gone? You know.
Yeah, that's odd.
Uh-huh. Anyway, Disgaea 5 complete for the Switch on the 23rd. The demo is on the US store. Impact
Disgaea?
Winter.
What guy?
Uh-huh. I don't know. Just that guy.
Oh,
Anyway, Impact Winter for the PC on the 23rd. Mirage Arcane Warfare for the PC also on the 23rd. I scroll down here. Samurai Warriors Spirit of Sonata for the PS4 PC on the 23rd. Steel Division Normandy 44 for the PC also on the 23rd. Yeah, alright. Romano. That's my guess. Mask of
Yeah.
Deception for the PS4 and Vita on the 23rd. Friday the 13th, look out. For the PS4, Xbox One, and PC on the 26th. Get Even on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC on the 26th. Guilty Gear, Rev 2 for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and the PS3. Holy crap. May 26th. Rhyme.
The PS3?
Yeah, right. We have the Wii U, PS3. Rhyme for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC on the 26th. And Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challengers for the Switch on the 26th. And we also have one last entrant. Frasier is Weird on all platforms.
Yeah,
Coming
get
soon.
in. Really good.
That's a big bag of games that are coming out this week.
It is, indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, the Disgaea, I had a look at it on the Switch. Okay, fair enough. No. Impact Winter looks like a nice survival sort of horror game in the snow. This Alter Romeo Mask of Deception is quite a controversial game. It's very Japanesey. It's been banned. Scenes of it and the previous games have been banned in different countries that know better, like Australia. It's all the little Japanese girlies and all that sort of stuff. So,
very dishonorable.
Oh, arigato. Yeah, go. So yeah, those are the releases that are coming out this week, this over the next week, up until this day next week. In fact, you know all about your monthly freebies. They are coming to you. You can go and get them. They're there.
Play Lara Croft.
Lara Croft. Yeah.
It's fun.
Fraser would recommend that.
It's fun. With other
Lego
people.
Star Wars, if you hadn't done that, and Tales from the Borderlands, I would say, is a cracker there too.
It's a cracker.
It's a cracker. Fraser Knight's Adventures of the Fraser Princess on the C64. It's also available for home consoles. So anyway, okay, victory achieved stuff. We're going to get through it now because I'm running out of steam. Victory achieved. Okay, so when you finish a game, you take a selfie of yourself with the credits in the background. You tweet it off to @OC_podcast on Twitter with the hashtag victory achieved. It gets retweeted. You're famous to all our followers. And if you're one of the loggers, those people that are playing these wonderful backlog of games, you would also add the hashtag YOLG. We run a competition every quarter, and the next one runs until the 30th of June. And you win money if you just send your tweet off with your thing, your photograph and your credits. You win $20 or 15 quid for the console of your choice. And people that finished games this week, I wonder, Nicole, could you talk about the people that finished games this week? That would be really nice if you did that.
I can. Starting with Caliburn M, Sunset Overdrive, and these are the Yolks. There's 4. Cheesesteak 87 with Metro 233 Redux, 2033 Redux. I can read, I promise. Caliburn M again with Day of the Tentacle. And Filthy with Rice, Son of Rome. And those 4 were all Yolks.
Yolk.
Yeah. My thing went up. Amorous 89 with Late Nightmares. Calling All Cars. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Amorous 80.
Mario Kart.
Are you girls finished?
Ooh, get her.
Somebody got the Amorous 89 with Abzu. Lucky 90 with Little Nightmares. You know what? I have all kinds of Japanese cuss words I could use right now.
Coca-Cola.
Netris 79 with Horizon Zero Dawn and PG Tip 77 with Little Nightmares.
I would like to play Little Nightmares. That looks like a fun little game. Seen it at EGX last year, and it looked nice. It looks like a nice little game. Little
It does.
Nightmares.
Richard Natras.
Yeah.
He said, were you going to say this?
I was going to say he was a bit of a dick. But anyway.
He is a massive bellend. But aside from that, love you too. Love you really, Richard. He has said that Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm picking up on this because he said I was deluded, but I think he's deluded. He said Horizon Zero Dawn is the best game he's ever played.
Yeah, and do you know what? He managed to, with that comment, he managed to shake Tuscan out of the shade.
Did he? I didn't see any.
Yeah. Oh, yes, you're right. And there's DLC, and I bet you can't wait for it as well.
Oh, it's Tuscan on that board. It's a fantastic game. It is. I can see that maybe it's floating some people's boats that way. I definitely did not think it was the best game I've ever played, but then that's me.
Yeah, but maybe you need to go back to it and find the love in it.
Maybe I did. Maybe
in your list.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Maybe somebody needs to take me out of simpleton mode, and maybe I'll do better on it. It was cool. It's very well done.
It does.
Game.
It looks like a fantastic.
I think it just deserves mention when someone says that. That's a very, very huge thing to say. You know,
from
we don't
such a huge man.
Huge. It's not something you see people say very often. A lot of us will speak very highly of games, but you do not see someone these days say that is the best game I've ever played. It's quite the statement. Quite the statement. Not to be bandied around lightly, and therefore must be recognized.
Oh, what is the best game that you've ever played? What is the one that sticks out as the best game?
The best game I've ever played.
Yeah. that you've had the most fun with, I suppose, is probably.
See, now you're adding in. See, one of the most fun. You can't keep adding. It's very difficult. You could do a whole show on this, because I would still sit there and say, I think the best game of all time is probably, and there's got to be a few in there, but I think for me it's still got to be The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I'm on board with that, and quickly followed by perhaps a Metal Gear Solid game. But I think generally that just the Ocarina of Time was such a package. It was.
I would say for me, it's Portal 2 as the best game that I've ever played, and the game that I've had the most fun with of all time is Quake.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Back in the day when it was all 56k modems. Yeah.
Kim, Gems of War.
Yep, you caught me. No, I think, I don't know, the best game, I think for me would be Red Dead Redemption, probably. And even then, I guess I didn't think, but then there was Skyrim. But I think Red Dead even beats that. So the most fun I've ever played, most fun would probably be back in like the Black Ops days when we all used to get together and play. That was probably the most fun I've ever had. So
yeah, I would say most fun. I would go back to probably a Halo 2 when I first started playing online. I thought that I just had such a laugh with that.
Nicole?
Hey, for most fun, I don't know. It'd be a tie between Gears and Halo, because when we get on there, we do have a blast.
Yeah. Yep.
And we make up our own code names for stuff, and we have our own set of rules, and we just have fun with it. And I really love putting a shotgun in somebody's face. Doesn't matter if it's
always good.
Gears.
I'm here for you, baby.
Nothing against you. I actually have an entire video from either Halo 2 or Halo 3 where I was playing with Defoe, and every time he turned around, there was a shotgun in his face, and you could hear him on the fucking hell, because it was like every time I turned around. So I just like games with shotguns a lot, I guess. I don't know. But if I had to pick like a game that was like all on my own kind of thing, like by myself playing, probably Red Dead. I could get lost in that for hours.
See, that's a big recommendation, Fraser, and
it is. It's huge.
So see that in your list. That's interesting, and maybe that's an idea for a special show sometime around Christmas or the beginning of the year or something. Well, that's actually a good idea to do that. I'll write that down. Excuse me. Okay, let's get the thing wrapped up. I think so. So look, we are going live now. There's been a lot of activity in the chat. Nicole, you've been trying to communicate with people in the chat. Trying to communicate. Yeah, because they are a special bunch in there. Would you like to talk to the special people?
Well, I'll tell you who we have in there. We have Wombo, obviously Gigi and myself, Sarah, Martin, Chopper Kelly's been in there. You've been in there. Fraser's been in there. We had Game Over UK for a minute. I'm trying to remember who all. Let's see. Chapstick was in there. Cussigan's in there. Faye Gwent's in there. So hi to your wife.
Yeah, that's cool.
Lots of good shatters this evening. Like a lot of good shatters.
Yep.
Nice to see.
It's been good.
It is good. Yeah, it helps to make it. And if you want to be part of that, you're listening here on iTunes or wherever you're listening to it, you can tune in to twitch.tv/OC podcast. And we broadcast every week at around 11 o'clock UK, 3 p.m. West Coast, and 6 p.m. East Coast. We also sometimes go out on other things like Beam and YouTube. But that's not every week. But every week on twitch.tv. So please email the show, podcast@ocpod.com. Tweet us at OC_pod. podcast. We have Facebook stuff going on at our Facebook group, and leave us a review if you can. And we have lots of clubs. We're everywhere. We even have Discord, that thing, Discord stuff. Does that still go on? Are people still chatting in our Discord? Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Yes, Discord is gaining momentum. Mark might ultimately have the last laugh on us on this one.
Right.
There's a lot of people are integrating Discord into their communities. I have reloaded it up on my phone. Just don't tell him that. But hopefully he doesn't listen this far into the episode, so maybe we can just don't let him know that. But I've re-downloaded it onto my phone to tie in with hooking up with people to play some Battlegrounds. And it integrates into Twitch too. So yeah, Mark might have been onto something.
Okay, yeah, because I hear my kids talking about Discord stuff as well. Oh no, it was. Do you know what my problem was? I loaded it up and I was having Twitter stuff that coming through, and emails coming through, and WhatsApp stuff coming through, and another thing coming through, and just my day was just constantly trying to keep up with all of this stuff, but if they can bring all of this stuff into one place and we all go Discord, well, okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, good stuff. Kim.
Yes.
Who, if anyone, would you like to say hello to and shout out and say your goodbyes and sign-offs?
Well, of course, there's, you guys. Yeah, it was fun this week. And it seems like I haven't been on here in a while. And I definitely haven't been on here with, I haven't been on here with Nicole in a while. So that was good. And, of course, all the people in the chat was jumping. So that was good. So, if you want to find me, I'm at GamerGirl27 on Twitter, and GamerGirl27 on Xbox. So, I guess that's it. Yeah. How about you there, Fraser?
I would like to give a shout out to Robin's video camera, because I don't know whether he's got something very clever there, but it seems to track and do stuff. How does that? Tell us about your video camera there. What's?
I don't know. I think it's something I switched on tonight. It's in the software, in the Logitech software, that it follows my face or follows my beard. One of the two.
Yeah, it seems to be zooming in and out automatically. So it was pretty. Pretty. I think it's when you move, that Fallout mask on the back, I think, is giving it some problems there. So it's recognizing that as a second face. So there you go. That'll do.
Yeah. Okay.
Robin's camera.
Yeah. I would like to do a big podcast shout out to our buddy Mark. Mark's wife is not very well, in hospital again. I'm sure you won't mind me saying that. And it's bad enough. And I called him and left a message for him today. They're having a pretty rough time and have had the last few months. So Mark's a really, really nice fella, and we just want to send our love.
The nickname Nicest Man on the Internet.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Indeed.
Please to Mark.
Just bandy that around.
And to Nick as well, because I know you've had your problems with family there recently, Nick, too, this week. So
thank you.
We are a big family here, and we all care for each other. You can get me at Bongo the Sane, at robin@ocpod.com.
What about Nick's shout out?
Oh, and Nick's shout out is there as well, of course. Damn it, Nick. Sorry, Dan.
Yeah, welcome to the family, Nick.
Before I get there, I just wanted to say about a play date for tomorrow evening.
Ooh.
Do we have any thoughts on something fun? Because we've had lots.
We should do it, and I'll just sort of butt in here. Shall we do it again, like that little bit later, 2:00 Eastern? What is that?
8 o'clock. Was it 8? Was it 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock? Yeah.
7 o'clock UK. Does that work?
Yep. 7 o'clock UK, 2 p.m. Eastern, and anybody else is further out can work that out themselves.
I don't know. Turn up. What about how about some Rainbow Six?
Yeah, I don't have it. I don't. But
we haven't done that in a while.
You don't have it? Well, what have you got then?
No. Don't worry about me, because while you are doing that, anybody that has Forza Hot Wheels, I'll set up some Hot Wheels lobbies as well. So at the same time, you can have your choice of some Forza, or you can have your choice of some of that thing, shooty, bang bang.
Well, we can do some Halo,
or we can do some Halo. In fact, we might do all 3, or 2, or 1.
I need to make more maps.
Yeah, so let's get a party. Make the map again that everything was in the dark and you had torches.
I already did that.
Oh, okay, cool. Make the one that you race on warthogs over a big thing.
That's the one I've been working on.
Do the one that you go down a big
Womble.
slope. A big slope.
I need Womble.
You need Womble.
Hear that, Womble?
Racing games. I don't need Womble. I need Womble to help with the racing games. Let's
You
clear
hear that,
that
Womble?
up right now.
Nicole
Nick.
needs you to
No,
map
I
her out.
don't. Yeah, for my maps. Just for my maps.
He says he's been waiting so long to
He's
hear
sad. He's been waiting so long to hear that.
that. Super. So, Nicole, would you like to shout anybody else out apart from Womble, the love of your life?
Not even close. But anyway, my dad and my grandmother, who will never listen to this show, but I'll still shout out to them. Obviously, you guys, because it's always fun. Definitely Jenny and Mark, because this has been hell week for a lot of us. There are 3.5 days left of school, so shout out to summer, because it's almost here for us. And
3.5 days?
yeah, till school's out. Yeah. We get out because we've explained this before. We're on a farming things. So we go to school. We start school in
Sounds
August.
like you need more school.
No, we start school in August. Like the 1st of August. Because they have a break built in the middle so that they can do harvest. And then
Child
so
labor.
so it ends up we only get 2 months holiday in the summer, and that's it.
And hopefully
that's
all the
fair.
kids come back and not the ones that are caught up in the combine harvesters and stuff like that there. Most of them make it back.
How much holiday do you think everyone else gets in the summer? They only get 2 months too.
Well, I mean, I know people that get out June, July, and August, and then go back right after Labor Day.
Where are these places?
Michigan. That's how I did school in Michigan.
Holy moly.
All of
Yeah.
June?
Summer.
All of June?
We got out of school the first week of June. So
Wow.
between the 3rd and the 5th.
Goodness.
And then-
Our kids get out last week in June until September. So, yeah, 2 full months. Yeah, there you go. Kids working in the fields, dogs sleeping with men, all that sort of stuff. It's fabulous.
Why are you
Anyway.
talking about Womble again?
I thought that was sheep.
Anyway, this is madness. Please listen to this show. Next week, I believe it's somebody else's turn. And that someone else will be here, as bright as a button, as white as virginal snow. They'll have muscles like a gorilla, and they'll probably be called Greg DeLacy. So, Greg, hopefully you'll get back from Reno, Nevada with some money, because bills need a paying, and you've got bills to pay. So, thank you very much for listening. May your game be with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Overseas Connection podcast. Stay tuned for some fun outtakes and bloopers. See you same time next week.